evening, reporting live from the back pasture. There's Ola, getting a nice, relaxing sip of water. She and I had a great day. We did some slow work this afternoon. She had yesterday off. And the last time that I went live, I was in Vernon, Texas, getting ready to make my run. I love what our Thursday coach, Ben John, says about the learning process, the discovery process, the journey that we go on. There's so many different ways you can look at it. You can either have a negative attitude or you can flip everything and make it a positive. So he says we're either winning or we're figuring out what doesn't work. And Ola and I figured out what doesn't work for us. That pen in Vernon was really big, and she was going faster than she ever has gone in that deep of sand. So I ended up overshooting all three turns. But what I was most proud about was that we definitely had enough momentum going into the second barrel, and she cleared it with ease. She didn't even consider rating too early. So I know that I can flip that run for our next advantage. I can more confidently go to the next arena, especially if it's a normal size 15, 16-second pin. I can trust she's going to fire harder independently, so more on her own. I won't have to push as much, and we won't have developed a pattern of setting too early, especially at the second barrel. So I'll definitely make it work in the long run. Coming home, I had to think about the positives. I really enjoyed the ride with my friend Paige. I don't get to see her very often. She hopped in the truck with me and rode a few hours, so it was nice to catch up with her. The weather was great. I had fun doing what I love to do, and I know that run served a purpose. Was it a winning run on the payroll, on the books, on paper? No. But was it valuable? Yes, absolutely. So I want to share a couple of things that I've learned this week. And one in particular, this blows my mind. I've I've spent my life in the saddle, a lifetime with horses, more days horseback than not in my entire life. And I'm now in the 40 plus category. I've been blessed to be able to live my life like that. I learned something yesterday, Wednesday at Stall High with our Wednesday coach, James Davison, that I honestly never knew. He proposed one thing to me, one thing. And it was a one liner, and he said it so easy and soft spoken. I was like, yeah, I know. I think I know. Like, I didn't really pay attention to what he said until the end of the Zoom session, the Zoom call. Or we have an e-clinic every day at Stall High. We've got a team of 5 trainers. So not only is everybody learning, we're learning from each other too. And I had to marinate on that a minute, and I'd go back at the end of the Zoom class and I said, wait a minute, rewind. What'd you say about that one thing? And he said, fill in the blank. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. My whole life, I had a little bit of understanding. I had a little bit of an appreciation, but see, I thought I knew everything there was about that one thing, about that one subject. You might be wondering what it is, and I'm not going to tell you. You have to come to Saul how to get that, because his 60 plus years of expertise, that is insanely valuable. I ended up making the change today, this morning. When Paul Taylor Saddle Company opened up, I was the first one parked in their lot. When they opened the door at 10 a.m., I was in there. I purchased the one thing, and you know how much it cost me? $6. I actually got 2 of them. I got 2, and I spent a whopping $6. $6 for something that I really didn't know could have a profound impact. I didn't know. $6. And now I have to look back over the course of my career. I've been training horses for a long time. Both, like, I was born into a family that trained and raised, trained, sold horses for a living. It's been a part of my lifestyle since before I could talk or walk. Then it became my lifestyle. That was my primary source of income for the bulk of my career. How many horses came through this barn over the span of 20 years that I trained, and I sold them Well, I mean, I got them going good, and they went on to be very successful horses more times than not. But how many horses did I sell for 20,000, 25,000, 30,000? That now looking back, oh my God, if I'd known that one thing, I believe I could have very easily gotten them to 50, 60, $80,000 worth of value. I could have stepped up to a whole other level. Over $6, that one piece of revelation that I honestly didn't know meant so much means that much. Now I'm curious to go test it. So you guys hang tight. You're going to want to follow this channel. Go hit the follow button and find out about this $6 change that I made today. Found out about it last night from our Wednesday coach, James Davison, who's an equine behavior specialist. He really challenged me. And instead of getting offended, which would have been the old Kendra, I got in the truck and I went to the store this morning and I invested a whopping $6. So how much did that $6, or not even the $6, did that lack of information cost me over the years? Has it cost me gold buckles with my name on it? Has it cost me 60,000, 100,000 or more in sales that I just I didn't know? You don't know what's missing until you know what's missing. And then once your eyes are open, you can't not see it. So I'm kind of on a roadblocks tonight because wow, that just like completely opened my eyes to something. The second thing that was really key to me this week, and it really stands out, is something that Ben Johns is teaching us on Thursday. So Ben Johns is our Thursday coach at Stall High. He's a PBR rider, but he also comes from a gymnast background and foundation, and he teaches riders how to focus, how to leave the stress behind. And when you get to your horse, or you get to your bull, you get to your event, you're focused. You have a clear head. He is spelling it out step by step. And he doesn't talk over our heads, he makes it super simple. So on Thursday nights, we've been going through some breathing exercises. Again, I've heard about them, I've tried them here and there over the years, but never this simple and never this easy to apply, nor have I seen results like this. So not only is my awareness becoming um, more clear. It's like the volume of things are going up. Sorry about the wind tonight, guys. It's a little windy in North Texas. But I noticed when I did the one thing, okay, that he tells us to do, he's challenging us to start closing our eyes. Let me take this off there. I'll go to the bar. I was surprised because I only started this last week. He told us to do something last Thursday. I was in Crockett, if you remember that video. I was like, I'm game. I'll try that. I only practiced it. I went to 3 rodeos last week and then 1 this week. So I've only practiced a handful of times. And then in Vernon the other night, I did it. I did what he's teaching us to do. I did this technique and I was like, oh, wow, it makes a difference. I noticed a very tangible difference, almost like a blanket, like a calm blanket, like this real noticeable calming sense, or like this peace. And I was like, wow. And see, I wasn't getting nervous before my run, but I was getting excited. I could tell that my heart was starting to pump because it was almost time to go. And I love running. I love competing. So it's not really nerves. I used to get super nervous when I was younger, but now it's more of an excitement, like the thrill of it and the adrenaline starts kicking. Well, that can still interfere. Like your heart rate's still pumping and you want to be able to control that. So Vin teaches us, and it was almost like he issued a personal challenge. So several weeks back, he said, we can't control everything. You'll never be able to control all, like the ground conditions. If you're a rough stock rider, you can't control what horse you draw. There's so many things that are out of our hands. He said, but one thing I can control is my breathing. I can train myself to control my breathing. And I thought, well, I can latch on to that. If he can do it, I'm going to do it. So I saw that as a personal challenge, and I'm going to challenge you. Step up. Don't be like me. Don't take the long route. Don't learn things the hard way. When there is a team of professional, expert problem solvers at Stall High, we love to help. We love to share what we have spent a lifetime learning. And if that interests you, if you need help with your horse, if you have a horse that you're not really sure what the problem is, but you just have a very strong sense that that horse has more potential, but you're not sure what steps to take next. Let us help you. We're here for you. Go to stallhighnetwork.com. Choose your level of membership. I personally recommend interactive level because then you can attend a daily e-clinic online. You get to come learn from the coaches 5 nights a week, every Monday through Friday at stallhighnetwork.com. We go live at 6 p.m. Central and we help riders. We help the riders who want to learn and who are willing to admit not not everyone knows everything. It's a discovery process, it's a learning process. And when you put a team together, when you have a team of people to go to and problem solve and troubleshoot, then your path to success and results is so much quicker. Thank you guys for following this channel. Thank you for following Stall High. It's the free app just for horse people. And if you want the online training for pennies on the dollar, okay, pennies on the dollar. And we're going to put it in the palm of your hand in very simple video format or personal help through a live Zoom call every night. Go to stallhighnetwork.com right now. Sign up for membership, and I'll see you on the Zoom tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night.